Hi there, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Today I'm going to show you how I made this watercolor deer card with the background using a clear block. This card was made with the In the Meadow stamp set. This is the stamp set I picked for my March Stamp of the Month Club. Each month my club members get a new stamp set and then they get a card kit to make two each of 3 different designs. So here are the other 2 designs that I featured in March. I watercolored here on the trees, and then on this one I used the markers to color on the flowers, make that different colors. But today I'm going to show you how I did the deer card, and really the fun technique is the background there. So we're going to use a size D clear amount block from Stampin Up and markers. I'm using the Marina Mist and Old Olive markers. So with the markers, you can color right on your stamp to make different colors. I'm actually going to color right on the block. So I'm just scribbling on the block. I'm going to start with the grass here at the bottom. And then for the top, I want to have some clouds. So I'm going to skip some areas so that there's some white spots when I do the watercoloring. So I've colored with the marker, and now I'm going to use a Stampin' Spritzer, and they come in 2 packs. And I've just put water inside of it. Let me get this out of the way. So I'm just going to take and spritz the block a few times until the ink starts running, and then I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This piece is 3 inches by 3 inches, and I'm going to turn the block upside down, and you can see how the color just blends and bleeds onto the cardstock. So it's going to look different every single time you do it. Here are the spots that I tried to leave open for the clouds. You can add more water if you want it to be a little more blended there. And then after you do the background, you're going to stamp the deer over the top. So this is the basic black ink pad. And of course I want the deer to be brown, so I'm going to stamp them on another piece. And I'm going to watercolor that. So I'm using the aqua painter, and I'm going to use the Sahara Sand ink pad. So I like to squeeze the ink pad a little bit to get some ink pooled, and then I'm going to pick that up with the aqua painter and just paint over the deer. And I don't mind about going out to the lines because I'm going to cut these guys out. So I'm being really quite sloppy. Ink. And add some shading. And after you allow it to dry a little while, you'll be able to take your scissors and just cut around the image. And once you have cut it all out, you can adhere it onto the focal point. I like using snail adhesive, so I've got my silicone mat, and the great thing about the silicone mat is that the adhesive will not stick to it, so you can get those little pieces and it's not going to stick to your work surface. You could also use a 2-way glue pen or the Tombow multi-adhesive liquid glue. I really think that one's kind of sticky and tacky, so I like to use the snail, although I'm making quite a mess of it here. Anyway, so you're gonna put some adhesive on the back of that. You want to make sure to get all those legs so they stay down, and then you're gonna glue it right over the background where you've stamped. So the grass from the stamped image is gonna show up at the bottom. This technique is called paper piecing, where you stamp in color or stamp on designer paper and cut it out. So it really just pops. I know it's a little tedious to cut it out, but it really pops on that background. So all I did to finish it off was then to layer it onto a piece of basic black cardstock, and then I did the banner with the woodland embossing folder. And there's the finished card. So I hope you like this technique and that you'll give it a try at home. Thanks for watching. Happy stamping!